But we not you low. Come on. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. Come on. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. Come on. Yeah. But we lock you low. Alabama. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. Come on. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. Come on. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. It's the Alabama show. Yeah. But we not you low. Come on. Yeah. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are live on a Wednesday night. We are back. Got some great guests in the building. Had to bring my man back. We haven't seen him in a while. Last time he was on the show, me and Vic was going crazy, and we haven't had a chance to get him back to talk about what the Bears been doing lately. It's been a total complete change, change of winning ways for the Bears. And now, but before we get to that, a quick rundown of the topics we got to discuss. I have a day in the life of Val. I had a misunderstanding with somebody on Facebook. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna ask y'all what would y'all do, because it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Okay. We got an interview with PNW's player Zoe Spolman. I got a scripture of the day, of course. Terence Crawford retires. Jerome Moore. I didn't get y'all comments on that whole situation. And then college football playoffs start Friday. Lot to talk about plus more, but we're gonna jump it off with the New York Knicks won the cup, because they won the cup, but I actually picked the Spurs to win it, and they was pretty much doing their thing, and the Knicks came back and won. I was shocked that the Knicks won, but they did their thing, man. But I'm still not buying them as a total NBA title contender. Not for me, but a lot of people are excited, especially the Knicks fans. Vic, I want to ask you, man, when you watch the Knicks win the cup, first of all, who did you pick? And then do you really look at them as a viable title contender?
Man, bro, I got to be honest with you, bro. I ain't even really been watching the NBA the last few weeks. Okay. When you had told me about it, I went back and looked and you know what I'm saying, see how the game went. I looked up some highlights on YouTube and everything like that, though. But I haven't really met the NBA. I don't know. But I have been keeping up with the Knicks at the beginning of the season. I watched a few games, you know what I'm saying, when everything was starting out. I just look at the East, bro, being down with injuries to teams like Boston. Cleveland is not playing like they were last year. Right now, they would be the 8th seed if the playoffs start today. Last year, they were the 1 seed. Like, no teams are, from what I see and look at, you know, scamming and things, no teams really out here dominating except OKC out west. The East is like anybody's league right now. I mean, for the guys that have been keeping up, what you say, Al, I don't know. That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I just look at, they have Brunson. They got a big man in Cat, who, can you trust him in the playoffs, is the biggest thing. But This year, there's the easiest path to the NBA Finals for the Knicks they going to have in a long time, bro. The East is weak.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The East is weak. This their best chance. If they don't do it this year, then I don't know what year they're going to do it. But
I agree.
I just look at that team, and I don't like Mike Brown as a coach. I think they're playing better offensively. We know Thibodeau struggled offensively all the time.
Yeah.
So I do think they're playing better offensively, but they just don't do it for me. I think whoever wins the championship is going to come out the West anyway. But
I agree with you.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Vontae, look who just commented. Justin Camper. Let me say something to him right quick. I just tried to call you, brother, because we was just I need a lawyer. I need the lawyer to come on to talk about this Jerome Moore case, to talk about what type of time he's looking at.
Yes. Because Justin, phone in, Justin.
Hey, man, yeah. I know you big time now. It's hard to get up with you. I know you Justin Cochran these days, so I know it's hard to get up. But look, hey, don't forget us, brother. I need your lawyer expertise to talk about
Sharon Moore, and everything that he got going on. He said I charge $250 an hour. See what I'm saying, man? And it was all good just last year, man. You know, he came now it's $250 an hour. Now I can't afford him. Come on, man. This is what we doing. All right, man. That's messed up. But I call you and just get your he said I got you next time. Yeah, that's what the lawyers start saying when they get big time. I got you next time. But back to the Knicks, man.
And I do like the fact that they didn't raise up that banner, because that doesn't mean anything. And I didn't want them. That's kind of glad that they still focus on the big picture, because that's basically a glorified you winning a game against somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. You winning a game against another team. That's basically all it is glorified. They put the same team that you're going to play all season, you put in the cup tournament. Like, it ain't like it's a world game or nothing like that. Like, you beating somebody else. It ain't like y'all playing like a championship. It's a one-game thing.
So let's talk about that, Vontae. First of all, your thoughts on the Knicks winning the cup, and they not raising the banner. But we seen when the Lakers won the cup, they was going crazy. Kobe rolling over his grave, they celebrating the dang on NBA Cup in-season tournament. But the Knicks got some class about themselves, say we ain't doing it. But what's your thoughts on the Knicks and everything?
Yeah, so if the Knicks don't come out the East, it'll be an utter failure on the season.
Yeah.
Just if you don't fire Tom Thibodeau, and when he took y'all to the Eastern Conference Finals and y'all haven't been there in many moons, you know, to fire him after that season last year and to not get to the finals would be an utter failure, especially in the state of which the East is in. But in regards to the game yesterday, I would say the youth of the Spurs was shown yesterday because they had an 11-point lead at the end of the third going into the fourth. So, you know, they was kind of, you know, controlling the game. They have a lead and they kind of like, you know, give it back to the Knicks. And when the Knicks took control over it in the fourth quarter, it was pretty much over. But I do believe, as far as the Spurs, that they should be able to learn from this moment, and that's going to help them when they get into those kind of games going into the playoffs. Because honestly, to me personally, the Cup final game was the one before that. It was the Spurs versus OKC.
That was a good game,
and that was a good game. But yeah, I think the Knicks definitely could come out the East with no problem. As far as the banner goes, I really don't care if they hang it or not. Every team prior has hung it. The Lakers hung theirs. Milwaukee hung theirs last year. So if you're gonna hang divisional banners, I don't see what the difference is. Because if your division is trash and you can win a division with a losing record, you can hang a banner. So if you're gonna hang a division banner, why not hang the cup on?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Hang it in your practice facility.
I'm gonna tell you why you can't hang it. This is the New York Knicks. This ain't the Milwaukee Bucks can hang it. Don't nobody care about the Milwaukee Bucks. If you the Lakers,
it was the Lakers.
If you the Lakers, the Knicks, the Bulls, ain't nobody hanging. Nobody's hanging a in-season NBA Cup banner. Fernando, what you think?
Well, first I'm going to start by saying that eventually the Knicks will hang the banner. They will.
Watch. What, a championship banner?
No, they're going to eventually hang this banner. I mean, this is the third year of the tournament, right? The tournament is designed to organize the players to keep that competitive edge, right? They're played for something. They're given an award. And I think that you should honor your arena. You should honor your team by hanging it up. Although it may seem insignificant because it's not the chip, but what? You haven't won the chip in what? Since 73? So, I mean, and he's hanging this so you can look up and have pride for where he's looking at, because as a team, you did rally during a tournament setting and won a single elimination game, which is hard to do. It's hard to stay focused to win these games and win them being at a single elimination versus 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 7, I'll catch you next time. No, they stay focused. They should take pride of that. Now, mind you, I'm a Spurs fan. I've been a Spurs fan since 97. Since they drafted the Virgin Island great Tim Duncan. So I'm always going to rep the Spurs, right?
Okay, now.
Spurs is a young team. They're full of young dogs, and they have a great future ahead of them. But as far as the Knicks winning the Cup, I think they played well. And the one thing I'm going to say is I kind of disagree in the context of Thibodeau, right? Okay. Is the new coach the best coach? No, but he's better than Thibodeau. When you look at the pacing of the NBA, even this year compared to last year, there's almost an 11% uptick in the pace of the game. Thibodeau ran those players into the ground.
I get
you. Now Mike Brown has a better rotation going around, with the players spreading out. And I think with this coach, he's going to be able to have some creative lineups of how they run instead of having guys like Josh Hart play 47 minutes. And I think that's going to carry them into the playoffs.
They better do it. This is the perfect time, like we talked about earlier, man. This is the year to do it. The East is weak. You got injuries to Tatum, Halliburton, all these injuries going on.
You have Achilles alley. And what I mean by Achilles alley, there's no Halliburton, there's no Tatum. All these Achilles guys is out in the East. You got Achilles alley. It's a pathway for you.
But I'll tell you this, man. This is a fraud season, though. Mike Brown, he has to do it because, like I said, all the injury stuff. But him as a coach, he's probably quote unquote better overall. But Thibodeau was a great defensive mind, and everywhere that he go, he wins. He just can't get you over the hump. But just like
in today's NBA,
that's the problem with a lot of NBA right now. They don't play defense. But you did have a coach that is excellent on the defensive end. Like to your point, the pace has changed. I agree with you. This is probably better for the Knicks. But you can't knock Thibodeau's record. Everywhere he goes, he wins.
I'm not doing that. I'm just saying for today's year, this year, right? Based on seeing how the pacing of the game is and how teams are going deeper into their bench, Thibodeau is very hesitant in doing that. And when you encounter injury or something that happens in the playoffs, and you're trying to bring a guy who's not getting a lot of minutes in the regular season, then you have a rotation problem. You have a chemistry problem. And I think Mike Brown's going to come in, and you see what he's already done in the beginning of the year by alternating minutes between Jordan Clarkson and Miles Bridges. I mean, not Miles Bridges, McBride, right? Yeah. They're playing like different rotations. He's still trying to figure it out with those two. Those two, you got two hibachis on the bench, and you could bring them in. Thibodeau won't even consider that.
Yeah. Thibodeau, he was off the chain. I remember Kenny Smith said he wouldn't play 9 players if he wouldn't play 9 players if he was on the baseball.
Correct. Yeah.
So it was bad. It was bad. But I still don't think they should raise the banner, man. You can't when you a big city like that, nobody care about no in-season tournament. They want championships. Bottom line, you always come in here with this logic. You was right. You was right about the Bears earlier, but I don't know if you're gonna be right about this one.
My thing is this, right? When you think about the in-season tournament, it's not the NBA in-season tournament. It's the Emirates in-season tournament. And when you think about foreign money being involved, and you have the largest arena, well, the most popular arena, which is New York, and that banner might be hanging and it says championship and the logo for Emirates might be on it. I think they might be convinced to hang that banner.
Okay. We'll see. Maybe you would come back and say you was right again. We'll see. Justin Camper's been commenting all over the place. The way he commented, I feel like he could just came on and joined the show for the Sharon Moore situation because he said if they lost, the city would have been hurt though. I don't. You know what? Let's talk about that because their aspirations is to win a championship.
Pictures and they probably would have.
You think so? Because I think they rather want it. They want to win a championship more than anything. You think they care about the in-season tournament that bad? Because I don't. Vic, what you think?
Yeah, nah, man. Nah.
Yeah, they.
I don't think that. Yeah, man. I don't think they would have cared one way or the other, man. Like the Knicks fans, because I know a few of them. I work with a few, and we and I work with a few of them. They weren't looking at the big picture. They looking at the big picture. Even the ones that I have in my family, they looking at the big picture. They want the championship. They figure they can make it to the final this year. And I just look at the competition, and I have to agree with them. Not so I'm saying that they will make it, but yes, they can make it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I want to get to some football because we haven't seen this brother in a while. So Fernando, the floor is back yours because I remember last time you was on the show, me and Vic was hysterical about the Bears. They was on 2, just gave up a 50 burger, and I was looking forward to the draft. I haven't seen you since. You told us to calm down. You got to get used to all the stuff, and it turns out it looks like you was right. So now that they're in number one in the NFC North, and a big game coming up, they lost last time to the Packers. The floor is yours. What have you seen from them since that time, and how do you feel now that it seemed like you was right?
I didn't think I was this right. I told you that they might win 8 to 9 games. They're already at 10, right?
Yes.
And I don't want to say I was right. I will say I'm thoroughly impressed by the Bears. And if you ask me if I'm seeing anything, I'm seeing discipline. I'm seeing a young team that's disciplined, and playing with fun. They're playing with fun energy. You know, you're not seeing frustration. You're seeing a grid alternation between Swift and Monangai, the two running backs.
Yeah,
switching places, and they're playing with the best man. It's like, hey, we're gonna play the hot hand, right? Hey, Rome, you're out. That's okay. DJ, here you go. You know, rotation off the two tight ends. But that's just on the offensive side, and I think the defensive side, they're leading the league in takeaways, right?
Yeah.
So these are like disciplined ball hawk type of guys, and I think, you know, when you think about a weakness that the Bears have, the only thing I think of is their front line, right? But
are you talking about the D-line? The defensive line?
The D-line, not the O-line, the D-line.
Yeah.
And I think that the great thing about being able to identify the weakness of a team is that you can fix it.
Yeah.
Before it used to be like, oh, we have a multitude of problems. You kind of narrow it down to just a couple. Are they the perfect team? No. Are they young? Yeah. Will they make the playoffs? Of course. Is it possible they could be knocked out in the first round? Depends on the matchup. But home field advantage in Soldier Field, it's trouble for anybody that faces them.
Yeah.
And I think the true test comes not really in this game because it's divisions. That San Francisco game is going to be an interesting game. Is that what? That's week 16?
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I try to give him the floor. Like, I'll say first, number one, the thing that you was right about the most was it was early. Stuff happens, injuries happen. A lot of stuff fell in our favor, but they put BTA to the Eagles and then BTA to the Browns.
Yeah.
And we see that they're playing better. But for you to say the key game in San Francisco is diabolical. This is the game.
Okay.
Nope, that's it. I'm putting. Wait, nope. I tried to give you the flow. I said you was right. You said all the right things. You know. Now you're wrong again. It's this week. This is Packers week. What do you mean, San Francisco? Are you crazy? We just lost to them. Caleb threw a pick at the end, and you're gonna sit here and tell me the key game is San Francisco? Are you out of your mind? In Chicago at Soldier Field with a chance to take a hold of the division. See, this is the type of stuff that gets what you get put on mute and you get yelled at because you say stuff like that, and then you make us look crazy because you turn around and be right, but you're not going to be right on this. Ain't no way you're going to be right on this. Ain't no way. This is the week. This Bears versus Packers. Vic, get them.
Yeah, man, it don't get no bigger than that, bro. I gotta agree with you 1,000 million trillion percentages of whatever. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than Bears Packers, man. This is the game of the year for me. My cousin tried to get me to come to our house. I told her I don't mean any harm. I don't need to be around nobody from this game. I'm going to be in my basement by myself in my recliner watching this game on the big screen by myself. Because my nerves just going to be too bad. I'll be saying some stuff out of my mouth that I don't want nobody to hear. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know how it's going to be. We're going to be fight, scratching, and clawing. This is going to be a battle, man, because even without Micah, this team is going to show up and fight us, man. They are. That's just how they coach. I'm not a Matt LaFleur super fanatic, but one thing I will give him credit for, his teams very rarely just don't not fight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, but I just like the Bears' advantage, man, this time going into that matchup. We saw that the last two quarters, the Bears didn't just beat them. The Bears beat them up physically. Like, the Bears beat them up physically after halftime in that last game. That was fresh. That's still fresh on that mind. That's still fresh on the Bears' mind. And I just see the Bears coming out, putting that run game like on them from the beginning, like beginning, like not even play, coming out in 12 personnel, first and second down. Like, here's what we doing. Get that safety up in the box if you want to. Then we'll let Caleb make a few plays. If not, we're gonna run it down your throat. Period.
Yeah. for me, I think they're going to try to get off to a quicker start for sure. They're not going to wait till the second half to start playing. They seen what happened last time. They seen they can move the ball on them. You gotta let Caleb loose a little bit. You can't be so conservative. And they at the crib. And I think the Bears play better at home anyway. So I think this is the best chance to beat the Packers. This is their chance. Vontae, huge game. I know you and your wife excited. Yeah. What are you looking forward to this game?
Honestly, going back to the last game, that second half, they dominated. They found something in their schemes. And thinking about the last game, even when Caleb was getting outside the pocket and he was getting, those running yards, it was Micah that was kind of chasing him down to get him out of bounds and stuff like that. So with him not being there, I think it's more opportunities for Caleb to show his legs, but to run the ball and be another threat with his legs outside of with our run game. But also I feel like the Bears still not getting the respect. Because they still only got a 39% chance to win a division, even with them being number one right now.
Right.
So I think both sides, they got something to prove. That's why I think this game gonna be huge. Bears want to show like, hey, we had y'all last time, but we let it slip away.
Right.
And then the Packers want to show like, hey, we still could do this without Micah Parsons. And, still hey, they still want to control the North. But I think the words of Ryan Poles is going to show up Sunday when he said that, we're going to take the North and never give it back. So,
yeah. And the Packers fighting for their life. So, they're going to be they not guaranteed to get in the playoffs right now. So, they going to play their hearts out. I know it's a rivalry game and they know the Bears trying to get back. But besides the Bears, they still fighting for their playoff life. So, it's going to be a dogfight. I expect a dogfight, but I'm expecting the Bears to win. Fernando, I'm gonna let you back in and you get the last word, but you can't say no diabolical stuff like this. Like next week, I know you ain't in Chicago, so you ain't got the same. You ain't in Chicagoland area, so I know you ain't got the feel that we got. So that's the problem. See, you on the East Coast, right? So you ain't immersed.
Well, I'm in a terrible place right now myself because I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a Bucks fan, and I'm going to the game Sunday.
Yeah, you all over the place.
A whole lot of mess. Fighting for the division. I'm going to that game on Sunday. But as far as the Bears, I think I'll say this: when you have a good team, which the Bears is a good team, Packers are a good team, and when you're in the same division, it's hard to be a good team twice. It's very hard to be a good team twice, and I think you're going to see the true test of the Bears. Like I said, they're not going to come out trepidatious. I think they're going to come out trying to strike hot to show what they are from the offensive side, and they're going to try to put the Packers on the back heels. And I think that's going to be a great advantage because once they do that, they're going to make Jordan Love panic, and then they're going to introduce that run game, and they're going to make the Packers suffer.
Now you're talking right. Good job. When I got you back in, you got some sense. I had to give you a little break. Now you come back with some good talk. Go ahead, Vic.
But now that we have got all that established, if the Bears win like we say they are, like we all agree, that San Francisco game does become the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, and then we come back and say
that's what he was saying.
But right now, nobody want to hear about no San Francisco.
He's right about another thing though too, bro. I think I don't know if that was him or Ralph that told me that Kansas City wasn't going to make the playoff this year. Was that you, Fernando? Okay, I got to admit you right about that too. And what I said like, man, no, I can be a man about mine.
Yeah.
I said, no, man, I think eventually they're going to get right. They're going to get going and they're going to be who they were. And it never happened. So you were right about that one, too.
Nando, you right.
That team was not going to make the playoffs. I said that team was
You said that. You did.
Hey,
you did.
Mike,
I thought they were.
Mike was supposed to come on. Right. Mike said he might be late. He was going to try to come, but he ain't show up. And it would have been good to see him. But, he might be struggling right now with his Kansas City Chiefs. But
at least he happy for the Bears, fan. He ain't hop on the bandwagon, but he happy for us. I can say that.
Yeah, man, we got some room for him. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
he been in Chicago a long time, but he ain't gonna do that one.
We seen some news. Bears talking about they expanding their search to Indiana. I seen some story talking about, bro, ain't no way. I said, listen, bro, hey Vontae, I said if Eddie Melton able to pull this off and get the Bears to Gary, he the GOAT. He been doing a great job in Gary fixing the streets, and cleaning up stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. If he's able to pull this off and they come to Gary, he the GOAT. But I don't see no way they coming to Indiana and call themselves the Chicago Bears. What's y'all thoughts about them expanding their search to Indiana? Because I can't see it. Vontae, what you think?
It's a bargaining chip, the same way how they use first, use Arlington Heights as that to try to get a deal done with the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
But as far as Indiana goes, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but State Representative Earl Harris back in April passed House Bill 1292, which established the Northwest Indiana Professional Sports Development Commission that authorized the commission to study various plans and recommendations for proposed sites to attract a professional sports team. And one thing is, you do know that Indiana don't have no problem throwing money at a professional sports team for a stadium build, even though historically it's been proven that, public dollars don't see the return on those kind of deal projects. That's what the whole holdup of Illinois is right now. So Indiana has already financed, projects hand over fist, and with the supermajority that we have in us, to turn it on the politics side, supermajority Republican that we have downstate wouldn't have no problem writing a blank check to get the Chicago Bears to come to Northwest Indiana. Do I see it happening? No, but it's not crazy to think it.
They're gonna call themselves the Chicago Bears still?
It's a lot of teams that's not where they are. Like Kansas City Chiefs is not in Kansas City.
But they not in the whole nother state though.
The Cowboys.
Let's say if they could build that joint right on the border, I'm gonna slap Chicago on it, and people gonna listen. The fans still gonna come.
Yeah, I agree.
They still gonna come. So it is what it is. They're gonna keep the name, even if that was the case. But I do see it's not crazy. It's crazy to us because we so used to the Chicago Bears being at Soldier Field on the lakefront.
Right.
But if you look at business wise, like what they can get out the deal and what they're trying to do, it's not far fetched.
All right, Vic, what you think, man? You in Illinois.
Man, bro, that just don't even sound right. The Gary Bears, no disrespect to GI. I got people out there I got love, but I'm talking about them with the Bears mixing. That don't sound right to me, bro. That just don't sound right. He already said it. What I was gonna say, that's just leverage. You know what I'm saying? They already did it with Arlington Heights, so now they're expanding it to Northwest Indiana, bro. And all it is, they're using that trip to try to get a deal done with the city. And what I was saying, what I mean with the state of Illinois. What the holdup is, man, Jake Blagojevich, man. I mean, JB Pritzker, he don't want to help. He's already said it won't be funded publicly. He already said it. He stood on that. That's why they ain't got nowhere. So it's all depends on who gonna blink first, man. Now, if he don't blink, I can definitely see Gary being an option. I can definitely see Arlington Heights being an option. It's like one of the two.
I seen Arlington Heights. I was like, okay, I can see that. Yeah, it's still Illinois, whatever, cool. But Gary, bro, even though we right down the street, like, man, bro, that's like a skip and a jump. Everybody from Gary go to Chicago to do everything, and so
and everybody from Chicago hit like Hammond, Gary, and these places to get gas.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And they come here, they live in these apartments out here in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So they come from Chicago all the time. I'll be here in Indiana, be like, oh, those are people from Chicago always coming out here messing our stuff up. So they it's a relationship for sure. But I just don't think it'll happen. Nando, what you think?
I don't really know much about the deal, but what I do know you said a lot of people from Gary will come to Chicago. The question is, will a lot of people from Chicago go to Gary to watch the game? Right?
Yeah.
That's the key thing. I mean, the only thing I could relate this to is what I witnessed with the Braves, right? The Braves were in downtown Atlanta in Fulton County Stadium, where there was public transportation. It was easily accessible to go to the game. So you had a lot of people who didn't have transportation or coming from, lower income areas that could afford a baseball game, they went to it. When they moved into Cobb County, which is much more affluent, that didn't have the public transportation, it changed the whole dynamic of the population that was going to see the game. Did they get people to see the game? Of course, it's sold out. It's a business deal. But it's not a matter of people going to watch a football game. It's a matter of who is going to watch a football game, right? Because if you're saying, hey, I'm in Chicago and the price is X, if I move a brand new arena, and it's brand new and it's going to be further out, it's going to cost Y, am I going to pay those extra money to go all the way out there to see that game and then come all the way back?
Very interesting. We will see. I think somehow, somewhere, they're going to be in Illinois. I don't know where they're going to be at. They're going to be in Illinois. I would like if they just stay right there on the lakefront. They can get a deal. And
the team has too much history to go someplace else, man.
That's what I believe as well. This is the third biggest market in the country.
But why? I always just ask the fans and wanted to ask somebody, like, why when they did that renovation on Soldier Field back in 2000, they didn't make it seat more? Because that's what the problem is with Soldier Field right now. When they have the problem they run into, it seats the least amount of fans out of every stadium in the NFL, man.
Yeah,
60,
something got to give, bro. I would love for the stadium to stay on the lakefront, but some got to give with the revenue where they can get with the times, bro. Like, Soldier Field ain't it. Like, they're not taking full advantage of what the Chicago Bears are.
Yeah,
they're not marketing the team right with that small stadium. I'm being honest. They're not marketing. They're not taking advantage of, bro, the way these stadium deals and all this other stuff work out, because Soldier Field is so small. They even had me think about it. They had the Super Bowl in New York. I mean, East Rutherford, New Jersey, the stadium where the Giants and the Jets play, which is not in New York, but we'll get to that later on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Outside, Super Bowl there a few years ago. They can't do it in Chicago because it don't seat as many as them.
Right.
It's not even the fact about a dome or anything. Yeah. They won't have the Super Bowl in Chicago right now at Soldier Field if they stay at Soldier Field the way it's currently constructed, because it doesn't seat enough.
Yeah.
Even the size of it, it's just the overall, the upgrades, it's still a little outdated. Like, even the Jumbotrons is small.
Everything, man.
Everything. So
yeah, it's just small. It's small, man.
A big market like that, but you talking about like Lucas Oil holds more seats. In Indianapolis holds more.
Yes, man.
It's unfathomable. But also, like, getting just overall going every
like
time I go
the Buffalo Bills' new stadium is smaller than the current one.
Yeah,
and it still seats more than the Bears.
Yeah. So even overall, like, getting to Soldier Field is not a great experience. Like, even if you take public transit or if you're driving, it's not. So and then when you got to walk to get under the thing, get in, like, by the time you get to your seats, you be like, man, like,
it's rough. It's
rough. So they need to, if they gonna plan, if they plan to stay, they're gonna have to figure something out. Period.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to figure it out. But overall, I think Arlington Heights present the most opportunity for them with the land and with the little business district that they want to add and the mixed use development, all of that. But again, I think it's all bargaining chip. I feel like that's the only reason. What's the CEO name? Kevin
Warren.
Kevin Warren was appointed as president of the team, because he got the deal done for the Minnesota Vikings in their new stadium. So that's his number one objective. So if he get this deal done, he did his job, and that's the only reason he came president, is to get the Bears a new stadium.
I want to check in with the YouTubers. Najee the Chosen One, thank you for checking in. My brother Austin Malone says they not leaving Illinois. Justin Campbell says put it on the south side of Chicago. I think they should. They definitely need a new stadium, bro. We like you say, our stadium shouldn't be smaller than Indianapolis Colts, man. That's just ridiculous, bro. This is Chicago. But I digress, man. I want to move on, man, to college football. College football is starting Friday. Playoffs starting Friday. Vontae, what's the most intriguing game you're looking forward to this upcoming Friday?
Man, I already know what Fernando gonna roll his Miami Canes, so I think that's the game I would like to see. Texas A&M versus Miami on Saturday, and then for me, I'm gonna always roll with the Tide. So the Tide, Oklahoma and Alabama meeting, for as a rematch, because we played early in this season. So that's the one, and those are the two games that I'm following.
So I know you're an Alabama fan, but objectively, what's the most intriguing game? Is it the Alabama OU game?
The most intriguing game? I'm definitely going to say that's a tough one for me to answer.
Okay.
Because I believe I would say Alabama and Oklahoma is most intriguing because I think that's the winner of that game. I feel like got the easiest pathway to the Natty
for the brackets. Okay,
yeah,
they got the easiest pathway. But I think the game that I'm locking in on that I think is going to be competitive is going to be Miami, Texas A&M.
Vic, what you looking forward to, man?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to A&M and Miami. That's just a game. Like OU and Alabama is definitely a game too. Like he picked the two games that I'm looking forward to most. But the one for me is A&M and Miami. I want to see, is Miami the team that won all those games, or are they the team that lost to those bums? I need to see which one are they. I want to see which one are they. I know who Texas A&M is. I know what Texas A&M is. I know what they is. They're a well-oiled machine, good team. Miami started out that, and then they didn't show that at one time. And so I want to see who they are. So I'm leaning towards A&M in that game, but I think it's going to be competitive.
Okay. Nando, objectively, give me. I know you're looking forward to the Miami, but objectively, which one is the most? You think it's gonna be the most competitive?
Well, I competitive. I think the Alabama OU is going to be competitive because they played each other before, right? And I think you have a different thing that's going to come with a different level of energy of them trying to play each other from a competitive nature and the history between those two teams. Whereas, I think the most intriguing game that interesting to watch is that UM versus Texas A&M because of what Victor said, the pathway, right?
Yeah.
They got to go through Ohio State, and Ohio State, they got to go through Georgia. Like that's a gauntlet to go through, whoever makes it. You know what I'm saying? Versus, I think, Indiana had a great year.
Yeah.
But I don't think they haven't been here before, right? From a coaching perspective, from a player's perspective. So OU or Alabama could give them the business. I think Oregon could, just really destroy Texas Tech when they see them. So as far as the pathway, I think that Texas A&M have a tough pathway to get to that national championship game.
I'm interested in actually the two big underdogs, the James Madison and the Tulane. The only reason I'm interested because this is giving me March Madness feels, the true underdog. And I want to see, can somebody, okay, Vontae, I know you're shaking your head, but if you had to choose between the James Madison and the Tulane, who got the better chance to pull off the big upset?
Neither?
Not a chance? Nobody?
Nobody. They should never been at a. This is not like college. I think we need to stop this thing thinking that college football is going to be like March Madness in basketball. It's like basketball. You run up down the court, get in the hole. We talking about this is trying to break a man's will. This is football. Right. We hitting. We talking about offensive linemen that's 6'6" and 300 pounds versus your small school. You might only got a boy 6'1", barely crossing 300. Like this is not the same. You talking about with the money that these schools have, James Madison not going to be able to compete with Oregon. It's not. And then you talk about Tulane, Ole Miss. That's a rematch from early in the year when Ole Miss beat them on the second game of the season by almost 40 points.
It's gonna be the same thing when they meet
over again.
And James Madison. Like this, those two teams was a joke, bro. Those two teams was a joke.
Yes, we had a great season. But you cannot. Nobody can really say that this is like one of the top teams. The whole thing of the playoffs was to get the 12 best teams, not give a participation trophy to these schools. Because you look at the top 25, you talking about JMU was ranked almost 25.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden you want to get in the playoff, you're gonna trump all those other schools and put them at 12.
That was crazy.
And the thing about it, this is not gonna last. Because you're talking about the money, like we talked about earlier, like the money, like the Emirates and they put into this cup.
Yeah.
These brands and ESPN and everybody else, they put money up for these games. So they not invested to Saturday to see Tulane get smoked by 50 points. It's not going to be the rating's not going to be there. The game's the viewers are not going to be there.
everybody loves an underdog story, and I know it ain't basketball, but I'm still I want to tune in just if they get.
Put your money on them then.
I'm not gonna put my money on them. Not at all.
Listen, team,
not a chance.
Put your money on them then.
Hey, you know what? I wonder what the spread is. Depending on what the spread is, I might look at it.
30.
Teams named after people only win lacrosse championships. They don't win national football championships. Okay, so team named James Madison, not a national championship.
No, bro. Al, you my man, bro. Al, you my man, $100,000, dog. You know you my man, $100,000, bro. But this ain't that, dog. This ain't that. Like this kind of, bro. This is what we try to play to, because you just not getting into college football, bro. This ain't that. Take it from guys who've been following this sport 30, 40 years like us, bro. This ain't that.
I'm going to go buy me a Tulane James Madison jersey, and I'm a slice it up and wear both of them together, and I'm rooting for them in my living room for them to win. One of them.
Hey, bro, you don't realize how good Ole Miss was, man? Are you serious, bro? Ole Miss is a national championship contender, bro. Like they're one of the best 10 teams in the league, bro. Come on, are you tripping, bro? Everybody do love an underdog, but you tripping, my dog. But go look and see how good Ole Miss is, bro, before you do all that. That's all I can ask you.
Coach for this game.
No, they don't, man.
And then when you talk about James Madison, they travel all the way across the country to go to Oregon. They haven't had a game like that on
these ain't no neutral site games, man. These ain't no neutral site games, bro.
That's gonna be foreign to them. They going all the way across the country.
All right, Vontae Vick. So Lane Kiffin left Ole Miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they got some locker. They might have some team issues. Come on,
bro. No, they didn't. They told dude announced that he wanted to go to the closeout meeting. They said, "Nah, we good. We don't even need you for the closeout meeting." Players locked in. They told dude, "Go ahead, we got this. We don't need you to talk to us." They didn't want no closeout. They didn't want no farewell speech from Lane Kiffin or nothing. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna come attend the meeting." They was like, "Nah, dog. No, you're not.
Hey, hold on. All right,
you're not attending no meetings because you're not our coach. You're not coaching this bowl game or nothing. You're not doing none of that. Adios."
Let me see if I can get some type of talk from Nando that can come on, man. You know you always be coming on with these crazy takes. Now give a crazy take on this. You see, I'm out here on a limb by myself. Give me some type of way Tulane and James Madison can do anything. Tell me something.
They're not going to do anything.
You ain't got no business.
They ain't got nothing. They have no business being in the tournament, especially with the teams they're matched up against.
So now you ain't got nothing for me. All the times you be talking crazy and all this other stuff. Now,
listen,
already playing Ole Miss.
You may be able to sneak one because it's about matchups, right? Doesn't work that way in football. You always got the best of the best. The B team for Oregon could probably still roll over on James Madison. The B team.
Man. Well, okay, so what's James Madison and Tulane's record? Do y'all know their records?
It don't matter what the record is, who they play.
I want to know the record. I
think James Madison only lost one.
Okay. So what was they what 10 and 11 and 1? What is it?
I think 11-1.
11-1. Put some respect on that record. What's Tulane record?
I don't care what their record is. They won. They lost. It's to Ole Miss, who they about to play again. They lost about 30.
What about James Madison? Who they lose to?
I guess
11-1. Let me see. Let's do some research because y'all gonna put some.
Now who they lost to? Who did they beat? That's what I want to know. Who did James Madison play?
Y'all told me they only can play y'all only can play who in front of you. That's what y'all told me when it came to the Bears and all of that stuff. That's what you told me.
Again, that's fine. But play.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Get your bowl games, but you can't sit here and say they one of the top 12 teams in the country when
they lost.
They not.
Yeah, all right, man. All right,
when the AP poll had them at almost 30,
but they beat Georgia State by 7. Come on.
All right. We got an interview coming up. I ain't got time to go back and forth with y'all because y'all not gonna put no respect on James Madison. We got PNW's players, Zoe Spolman, innovator. Thank you for joining the Alan Powell Show. Making the debut. I just want to talk to you about your basketball journey, balancing school and all of that stuff. But I want to go back all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
To beginning stages of your basketball career. When did you first start playing basketball?
I first started when I was probably like 4 or 5. Just like the little kids thing that your parents sign you up for.
Okay.
From the beginning, yeah. I didn't really like it when I was little, but I quickly did.
Who got you into basketball?
My dad. It was definitely my dad. He played all growing up. He says that his prime years were like 20, 22, 23, 24 pickup games. So, yeah.
Let's go back to your childhood. What type of training did he get? Did he put you through the ringer? You see stories about Steph Curry, Dale Curry, and what type of training did Zoe have to go through with Dad?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm definitely like coach's daughter. He put together the team of all the girls in my grade, that kind of thing. It wasn't like it was not mainly with him. I was signed up for all of my high school's like events, all their camps. I did like extra camps, the usual kind of stuff. I didn't have like a personal trainer, but it was a lot. Well, when my brother he's 4 years younger than me. So once he was able to run a little, it's been him and I ever since.
Okay, so he started you out.
Yeah.
And then when did you know that you were pretty good? Like, I might be able to play some college ball or something. Like, I think I got some skills.
Yeah, I made that decision when I was in probably like 7th, 8th grade, because it was either basketball or softball. I was big into softball too. And I had to choose how I wanted to spend my summers. And I had been spending my summers playing softball, but then I grew like 4 inches and we're like, okay.
You're definitely tall. You're definitely tall.
Yeah.
And coming up, who are some of the players that you try to emulate your game, or what your favorite players coming up?
Oh gosh. When I was in high school, there was a center on the Iowa women's basketball team, but it was like before Caitlin Clark days.
Okay.
Or like maybe when Caitlin Clark was a freshman, that kind of thing. It was back when I was in high school. I don't remember her name though.
Okay.
It was, she had a difficult last name to say. I'm ashamed I don't remember, but she did this like layup drill.
Yeah.
That went viral. It was like on all the overtime and all that. And there's definitely a video of me recreating that. So I would say probably her.
Okay. Any NBA or WNBA players that you like to watch?
I mean, I watched a few Sky games this last year, which was unfortunate because I didn't have the greatest season. I'm a big Angel Reese fan. Love Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. I always will sympathize for the Post. So
yes. You was holding it down for the forwards and centers.
Yes, for sure. I will. Every time they make jokes about how she misses a layup and gets the rebound, at least she got the rebound. Like that's my favorite part. So
I like the fact that you be battling for the forwards and centers. Like, yo, get off their back.
Yes, like they're getting tackled, but at least she got the rebound. Like, yeah. I'll always have their back.
Let me ask you this, because Steph Curry changed the game. Everybody want to shoot threes.
Yeah.
But I'm of the mindset, and I think Vic agrees with me, like when it comes to having advantage height, I'm like old school. Like, take advantage of your height. Like, I'm tired of everybody thinking they can shoot threes. Like, make the basketball game simple. I don't know, how your coaches, or like you probably have an advantage over a lot of people. Like, get closer to the basket. That's easier to make than the three. Have you tried to shoot the three, or do you take advantage of your height?
Yeah, I do like to shoot. I did a lot more like a couple years ago than I do now. I definitely don't mind a shot, but I definitely appreciate a team that can like dribble, penetrate, and get it into the get to the block more than like constant threes. So yeah, like I'm not sure if you've seen anything about Audie Crooks, her game.
Okay.
But she's been going crazy, like 45 points per game kind of thing, because they just get the ball to her on the block every time.
Oh yeah. I did see her. Y'all, she's beast. I'm like to take advantage of your height and your weight.
Yeah, they have been, and I can appreciate that game.
And we call that barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get these little, get them off of me.
She got amazing footwork too, and a soft touch. So she kind of got that little Dirk fadeaway too on the when she on the block. So.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that too. She's making the like the more short range shots too. So yeah.
So just in case y'all don't know, she's actually my classmate in school as well.
Yes.
And so the first time I saw you, I think I seen a brace on your leg. You tore your ACL, right?
Yes, last year I did. Actually, this Friday is coming up on a year anniversary from surgery. Let's
go back to that when that happened, and how did you feel when it happened? Like we always hear stories like, "Oh, I heard something pop." Take us back to how you did it and the feeling when it happened.
Yeah, so it was last November. It was honestly unfortunate because it was our third game of the season. We were up 2 points with like 12 seconds left to go in the game, and they stole the ball from us. They pressed us, stole the ball. It was University of Indianapolis, so UND. They pressed us, stole the ball. I'm sprinting back on defense, and my girl made the layup as I was falling down, tore my ACL. Wow. I felt it wasn't really a pop. It was more of like a hinge in my knee. I knew there was something wrong. I was like rolling on the ground. So yeah, something was wrong. After that, we played. So they were up after that. The last 10 seconds, they won the game because of that layup.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. I knew there was something wrong. Like I held a little bit of hope until my MRI results, but like I knew something popped. Like something was off. So
let's go to the recovery stage because we see a lot of videos, grueling videos of people working out. How was the recovery? A lot of people say it's real tough. It's like you by yourself. You don't really have a lot of camaraderie with anybody. Like how was the recovery process for you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a little difficult at first. I had to pause my recovery like right after surgery. Because of surgery, I got a blood clot in my leg. And so because of that, you're not supposed to like move. But I mean, I just had surgery like a week ago, so that kind of sucks. So I had to pause for like a week or two. And then by then I was back at school, back with my team. My teammates were really great though the entire time, like making sure I wasn't behind or anything like that on the crutches. So
yeah,
I mean, it was tough, and I'm still in PT because thankfully through the school I'm able to keep doing physical therapy.
Yes.
But yeah, and I mean nowadays it's just like a workout, like it's just quad strengthening in the weight room kind of thing. But for the first couple of months it's difficult. It's just a lot of quad squeezes. It's really boring work.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're moving around back good. You're back on the court.
Yeah.
You made it through. I want to get back to your game on the court, but what does Zoe like to listen to pregame? What type of music? What gets you going that's going to get you ready for the game?
Yeah. I really just listen to what my teammates are listening to, which is a lot of rap. I'm not too picky about it. When I'm working out, I'll listen to like a lot of like club electronic music, that kind of thing. So yeah, whatever beat, gets me going. I like.
What type of rap do your teammates be listening to? Like, what's the artist? Any of the artists?
Yeah, I would say it's a lot of new stuff. Like,
put me on. I'm a little older, but put me on. What's going on in the world today?
It's like a lot of my teammates like Ken Carson and Lucky and that kind of music, like the newer gen, like rap, that kind of stuff.
I'm have to look them up.
But then every once in a while, some Chief Keef and
Chief Keef. I heard that name before.
Yeah.
Sosa.
Yeah, there's a lot of different artists going on. But.
So Chief Keef made the cut. Okay.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna look up the other ones, Lucky and somebody else. Okay, never heard of them. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So like I said, you're my classmate. We know how college is and the schedule and all of that stuff. How do you balance school and your practice schedule, game schedule? How's that balance been for you?
Yeah, it's honestly, it hasn't been too bad, especially through the communications department at P&W. There's a lot of freedom in that department. So, like, I have teammates that are nursing majors, and they have a lot harder of a time
Right.
balancing like their lab work and stuff like that. I mean, the only difficult thing is that our classes, while they may be once a week, we have to be in the studio, like physically in the studio. That can be tough balancing that sometimes, but honestly, like this last semester, I had no issues with my comm classes,
Yeah.
and it's been a great time. So
nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see y'all 2-7 right now, but y'all coming off a W.
Yes,
y'all coming off a W, double OT. Y'all just came off. Y'all got a game Saturday.
Yes.
So let's keep this. Let's get the wins rolling.
Yeah. Keep this.
Tell them. I said keep the wins rolling. When you all go and you go in the locker rooms, that Al from the Allen Powell Show said, let's keep the wins rolling.
I will definitely. I want the same thing. So.
Listen, we are about to get ready to end the show, but before I end the show, I always have a scripture of the day, and today's scripture is Joshua 1:8, and this scripture has been major for me because one thing that I've struggled with when studying the Bible, praying, and all that stuff is the meditation part, and this scripture says, "Keep this book of the law always on your lips." Meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. And one of the guys I listen to, Miles Monroe, he say, the problem with people that pray is they think that you do all the talking and you think the exercise is over. And he said, that's the problem. You talk too much instead of just sitting in quietness and meditation. And I will say this. Meditation has been a struggle for me, but me trying that, and especially in today's society with distractions, phones, all that stuff, to actually sit in silence for a set amount of time. He said you should pray for 10 minutes and then try to sit in quietness or meditation for about 30 minutes. And when I tell you, doing that has, I felt like I hear more from God sitting in silence. Quick nugget. This interview with you came from the meditation time.
I see.
I'm just telling you. Yeah. It was like, yo, you need to be interviewing players. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling y'all what I got from it. And so immediately like, yo, okay, I need to start doing this. But I'm telling you, like, prayer, a lot of people asking for things, this, that, and the other. But I challenge people who are faith based believers. So when you pray, he said, Miles Monroe said, starts with thankfulness. Be thankful for what he's already done. Declaration of the word, his promises, meditation, and then speaking in tongues. If you know about that, speaking in tongues, he said it works for him every time. And I can say that the meditation part has been great for me lately. So Joshua 1:8, check it out. Try it out. That's the scripture of the day. And I also have a day in the life of Al. Listen, I want y'all opinions on this because, Zoe, I know you're new to the show, but a day in the life of Al, just different scenarios that happen with me, funny, sad, serious, whatever the case may be. I had a misunderstanding on Facebook. So, Vic, you know Ralph. I put on Facebook when the Knicks was playing the Spurs in the Cup game. I said, hey, I got the Spurs winning. And he was like, I got the Knicks. Then some random dude was like, is it a bet? And I thought he was talking about Ralph because Ralph picked the Knicks. I said, if the Spurs win, I said, Ralph, the next golf outing on you. He was like, okay. And so dude said, is it a bet? Some random dude, I don't even know who he is. He said, is it a bet? And then he said 100. And I said, yeah, thinking he's talking about Ralph. So the Spurs lose. And then dude was like, where my money at? I said, what? He was like, yeah, you be a man of your word. You bet me 100. I said, bro, I don't even know who you is. Like, what? I thought he knew Ralph. So I thought it was Ralph dude. Like, yo, is you betting Ralph for the golf or whatever? Bro, he started talking crazy. I blocked him. Then his brother come. You think you can get away from me like this? You think his brother came was like, you think you can get away with this? And screenshot the stuff was like, won't you be a man and pay up the money? I said, bro, I don't know you or your brother, but I was making a bet with my guy Ralph about golf. And bro, they like, yo. So it's like, if y'all had that situation, how does that end for y'all? What do y'all do with this situation? Because I didn't block his brother yet. I was just like, you know what? Let me just try to just say, I don't know y'all, but I don't bet nobody.
Man,
I don't bet nobody I don't know.
I will present the legal document.
I don't even like blocking people, but you did the right thing, bro. Like, block him and the brother and just move on, man. Them some idiots. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm caught like I is. You're an idiot to think that somebody you don't know gonna give you some money on Facebook or gamble with you that don't know you. Like, bro, you're not that intelligent at all. Like, man, come on, bro. Like, what do you think this is? And then you gonna have your brother hop on like you trying to punk somebody? Like, dude, what do you think this is, man? Because see, I'm ready to go there now. See, now I'm ready to go there. Well, dude, what you think this is? Now, I'm gonna be scared because you went and got your big brother?
Yes, listen, let me tell you what it did.
You know what I'm saying? First, you didn't win and got Baby D on me. You didn't win and got Baby D on me.
So look, first he was like, before I blocked his brother was like, won't you be a man and pay up? He was like, I know people. Like it was like he was going to try to find me. So
right, over $100. It's with somebody that you don't even know. Yeah, just block them, bro. Move on. Block the brother and him, bro. And don't even think about it twice, bro. Don't even think about it twice, man. They ain't even worth your time, man. They idiots, both of them.
Zoe, what you doing in that situation?
I'm blocking them. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Bro, I looked at their profile. They live in like California or something. Like, yo, what y'all? I said, why y'all even comment on my post? I don't even know y'all. Yo, we not even friends.
Do they know Ralph? Do they know Ralph?
They don't even know Ralph.
How did they get on y'all post? We y'all talking in the sports group?
Allen Powell worldwide.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened.
You on Allen Powell? Okay, if you on Allen Powell's, okay.
No,
I thought it was your personal page.
It was my personal page.
Right? Like how are they seeing stuff on your personal page?
I think sometimes I do hashtag my show, and they might have found the Allen Powell show. I don't know, but it was weird. I don't know, but that's a day in the life of Al for you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Hilarious.
We about to get up out of here, man. Listen, if y'all know anybody that want to broadcast their business, promote their business on the show, sponsorship opportunities available. If y'all looking for merch, Allen Powell's hoodies, shirts, all of that, we ship long distance. Follow us on Facebook, IG, TikTok, all of that good stuff. Got to make sure I get through all of this. I always be forgetting. But appreciate all the guests. Zoe, appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
you got to tell
man. Send a salute out to Terence Bud Crawford on retiring from boxing. One of the best to ever do it, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford.
We did not get to everything. I did want to get to that. He did retire. I ain't get to everything, but definitely salute to Bud Crawford retiring. I wanted to ask y'all where he ranks among the greats, but we had to get to it another time. But Zoe, I need your help. You had the first interview. Now you have to recommend the next interview from your team. Who do you recommend would be a great interview?
Ooh, I don't know, actually. Maybe my teammate Kaylee. She's pretty bubbly. She would talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to make that happen.
Okay.
We got to make that happen. Connect with me. I email you, and we'll try to make that happen.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Bonte, Dick, Nando, appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Pleasure meeting you.
We lock and load.